Good morning, everyone. It is 7:20. I have to start work at that gas station at 8 o'clock. I already took my spray bottle shower. The propane heater has been running for about 30 minutes, so we're getting ready to shut it down. I'm pretty much dressed. I just got to put my shoes and socks on. Then I will be ready to head that way. Whew. It is 37 degrees outside right now. The only thing we had running was the electric blanket last night on low. Worked just fine. Didn't really feel the cold till I got out from underneath the covers. Cats all laid in the bed with me as usual. They were a little cranky. I will say that. They were, anytime they got in each other's space, they kind of growled at each other. So they were moody last night, though, that's for sure. We do have some condensation on the windows. Let's get her started up. Started right up. Sun's peeking out. Looks like it's going to be a clear day. And I do need it to be a clear day. Trying to figure out where my sunglasses are. Not sure right now. But I think our batteries are about 50%. We used about 5% yesterday. Between my 12 volt warmer, which took a little bit longer to cook things because it was cold, and the electric blanket. I didn't watch any TV last night, and in charging phones and things like that. So not too worried about it right now. We should get back up maybe to close to 55% today, I'm hoping. Alright, I'll defrost, and as soon as we are, we'll be on the move. I'm at that parking lot behind the gas station right now. Getting ready to put the knee pads on and go start a shift. You guys seen from my previous videos how the shift works, so I won't be recording any of that. I'll catch up with you after I'm done working. Done with my shift. Now I'm just gonna toss some trash. In their dumpster before we pull out. Everything went really well. I actually got the cooler done, but I did not get all the stocking done because they had both. She said I could do either or. I said I'll try to do both. I got everything done but the medicine and automotive related stuff. So she only really has 2 tote boxes, if it's really even that much. So I think I left her in a good place. I'm not doing this gig tomorrow. I didn't even see if there was one available when I picked up the gig. I wanted to have a Sunday off. Because it's not really a Sunday off, right? I go in tomorrow night, but I basically wanted to have a full day off, kind of where I'm on this side of town to start with. But I need 2 things before I can make my lunch/dinner. So we're headed over to the Walmart over here. That'll kind of be it. Oh boy. I hate it when they do this. They parked right behind me. There were a lot of police out last night, but I'm not seeing that many today. Not like it was last weekend. So we'll see how it plays off tonight if we hear a bunch of sirens and things like that, because that'll be Saturday night. It's kind of a nice day. It's slightly overcast, but the sun is showing through these clouds pretty strong. All right, we are at Walmart. I don't know if you can see it back there or not, but that Class A that hauls a water tank on that trailer behind him is back over here. I've been seeing his vehicle, and I haven't said much on it here, but at that big thrift store I took you guys to a while back, the really big one, back when I still had the pinched nerve. I need to go back there soon. He's been parking over there lately. And there is looks like a Ford Transit, full solar rack on top. It's got a nice ladder on the side I just saw. All right, I'm going inside just to get a couple things. I'll be back. I am going to go look at that propane tank though. Running low on money, but I guess the money I made today will go toward the propane tank. So that's what we'll look at. That's a nice one. Hoping this one doesn't break. You do have this one, which I do like that design, and this one, but golly, I don't know, man. I could break like 5 of these and still be okay. Now check this one out. This is kind of crazy. This one is literally this one with just a different handle shoved on and this removed. All right, $12.53. Wild. All right, now the big purchase, I guess. Self-service propane 24/7, Blue Rhino. Propane here. I don't have an exchange, but with an exchange it'd be $19.92. No exchange, $54. And there's a touch screen, and then there's all the bottles. Man, look at that old rusty thing there. I wish I knew where to get some beat up bottle just so I could have an exchange. All right, let's give this a try. First time ever. Touch the screen.
Select credit card, store code.
Card.
Select an option below. Exchange, $19.
No exchange. Continue.
Please swipe, tap, or insert.
All right, let me grab my card. All right, got my card. Tap. Oh, tap. It says card approved.
Processing.
270 seconds remaining. C5. That door just opened down there.
From door C5.
Oh.
Close door completely.
Closing door completely. Closed door complete, it says.
Thank you for choosing Blue Rhino. Would you like an email receipt? You were charged $59.
Yes. All right. This is my first ever purchase of a big propane bottle. Let's hope we never blow up or catch on fire or any of the other things you see on the news. Oh, there's 2 Class A's over here, it looks like. Yeah, another Class A pulled in next to the one that has the water tank behind it. I mean, it is the weekend. All right, I started this last night, but then I realized I didn't have a can opener or eggs to finish out what I was doing. So, continuing on to make my lunch/dinner. Use my camp cup. I don't need to beat it too much. All right, that should be hot enough. No pretty heavy on it because ordinarily I pour a lot of oil in here and fry up the egg. So we're going to try it this way. This is what we got so far. Keeping in mind that I don't actually have a spatula. I'm going to tag it with a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and just a splash of soy sauce. Transfer it to this plate. It's going to be stirred into my dish anyway, so it doesn't have to be in one piece. We got everything ready here. Yeah. This is my chicken thighs, deboned, been marinating overnight. I'm gonna add a little bit more oil. And drop in my marinated chicken thighs. In the trash it goes. I've got the tongs, but for what I'm doing here, I don't think it's necessary. I'm just breaking it all up right now, and I'm going to let it set. And that's what's going on right now. This is just a Thai-inspired fried rice my mom used to make, but this is a adapted for van life dish this time. All right, stirring it. Now I want to toss in my garlic, which I had in here. Lost some garlic there. Got a trash bag at my feet, so that's what I keep looking down at. Give that just a quick stir. Now we're going to add in my onion. Green onion. There we go. All that cook. Oops. This is what we've got going on right now. Alright, and the thing I needed my can opener for, which I just had and put down somewhere. There we go. Alright, see if my cheap can opener will work. Hopefully it'll work more than once. Okay, it's doing pretty good. Good, and I want to keep the liquid. We're pouring this in here. Now this is diced tomatoes with lime and cilantro. A little bit different than I usually do. Stir that in. I'm gonna let that cook down a little bit. I don't know if that showed up on the video. It might have stopped, but I added a bouillon cube that was soaking in water, so it was softer. So it's dissolved into the mixture now. Had to switch out to a new butane bottle. This one was getting low, so the flame wasn't as high as I needed it to be, so we just slapped in a new one. Yeah, now we're getting going. I don't know if there's any really left in that other butane bottle. I'll try frying an egg with it later, try to finish it off. Don't want to waste. All right, now it's starting to boil down like I want. Obviously I won't be able to use all of it for this dish, but there's my rice. All right, it's added. Gonna start mixing it. All right, mixing it and letting that rice soak up all that liquid. And then we're gonna season it. Okay, we're gonna add some more salt. A lot of black pepper. And some soy sauce. Mix mix that up one more time. Add the egg back in. Kind of chop it up a little bit as we mix it. But we don't really want to chop the rice grains up too much. All right, that's kind of the finished product right there. Now we just let it set and cool. It's better when it cools down than when it's piping hot. So that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, this is how I like to eat it. So yeah, right there. And just not quite the way I would make it if I had a wok and all my room, but this is tasty. This works for me. Running low. I think I'm going to get a bigger bottle of these next time. These and my Fast Orange hand wipes. I actually fried up a couple of those instant egg rolls they sell at Walmart, and I've got them in the warmer right now to defrost and cook, but I can't wait, so I'm going ahead and eat this. I'm sitting in the front because the cats are eating their wet cat food back there. So they have the table. So I'm using that Dollar Tree steering wheel table that I got. I'm gonna chill here and eat, and I'm gonna watch some YouTube on my phone, and I don't know what we'll do next. It's gonna start cooling down pretty fast. It's already 3 in the afternoon, so I think it's gonna start hitting the 40s soon. We got a little bit of charge, but I used it probably, or I probably kept it about the same running the fan. I did the rear fan, the air conditioner's fan, had it running back there, and up here I had the Ryobi fan running toward the passenger side window that was cracked about that much open, with Grable laying and watching the fan. But with the divider open, any excess smoke just went into the cab and out the window, so that worked out pretty good. So I'm going to enjoy my meal, watch some YouTube videos, and I'll catch up with you probably closer to sundown. At first, I thought that truck was that much taller than my van. I was like, that's insane. But it's actually on the trailer. And I guess it didn't bother Grable one little bit. Hey girl. Alright, so I went back in to Walmart. You know, when we first started van life, if you guys remember, I had to go in and get an HDMI cable, and they had this one that was on clearance for like under $3, but it was only 2 feet long, but it was on clearance, so I went ahead and grabbed it. And it works back there, but that's the thing that connects my Blu-ray player to the TV. So when I have it flipped out, it's great. I like watching it that way. But when Waddles and the other cats are trying to go back and forth, especially Waddles, they have trouble passing it to get on the table to eat their dry cat food or something like that. So this cable will make it so I can flip it all the way over to the bottom of my bed when I'm watching it and not obstruct them from going back and forth if I want. Especially if I'm not watching it, to be honest. I don't really want to keep plugging and unplugging. So if I have it flipped over like that over the bed, they have an open pass back and forth that's not interrupting anything. So that's what I did. But man, I don't know if it's Five Below or if they even had one at Dollar Tree, but this is the ONN brand. And I'll only get cords from ONN. I bought TVs and other things that within a day were straight trash. I don't get ONN anything else. But HDMI cables, so far I haven't had any troubles. But almost $9 for the knockoff brand, not gold tipped or anything like that. And the sad thing is, like, you know, back in the old days, I was that guy that kept boxes of cords, but I always cataloged them. I put them in their separate Ziplocs and labeled them. So these are all my, you know, HDMIs. These are all my Firewire, whatever. So I had tons of them. But as we streamline, as I further streamline, that's going to be less and less. So that's the price you pay, $9, to get yourself another HDMI cord. This is a 6-footer. So this is what I don't want too much longer than this. So 6 feet should be more than enough. And 2 feet was too small. I wish they actually had maybe 4 feet, but this is what they had. So I'll be testing that out here in a little bit, because straighten up a little bit back there. I already wiped down the table and stuff, but I think it's time to chill. It is after 4 o'clock, so still got plenty of time. So I think I'm going to the back and chill. Kind of interesting the way this guy parked. I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but okay, this is parked next to me, which is, there isn't really a parking space next to me. It's like a hashtag out, but his vehicle has to pull all the way through, and he's literally blocking one of the main spotways. That's where it says stop underneath his tire. So this goes right up to the main Walmart. It's not really an issue, but usually you always see folks doing it where they just take over multiple parking spaces, you know, facing this way. So I guess he was worried someone was going to park in front of him. Valid worry around here, I guess. All right, catch up with you in a little bit. I didn't want to risk running out of propane tonight, because I feel like I'm going to want to run it for a little bit at Bass Pro while I'm watching TV and stuff, and I want to have some heat when I get up in the morning. Hopefully this is the last time we'll need a bottle. I probably will still keep one on standby once we're all hooked up, but ideally that hose comes in tomorrow and I can get it all hooked up fairly quick, and we'll be big bottling it for a while, and that'll save us some money, and that'll give me less anxiety if I want to run the propane heater a little bit longer when I'm off and stuff like that. All right, I'm going to jump back into bed if Tweedledee, dumbest will let me back in. Probably about another hour, and then we'll head over toward either Buc-ee's or Bass Pro. Okay. Okay, everyone, we made it to our usual stomping grounds when we're on this side of town. I'm not going to go to sleep soon. I'm going to sit back and watch some more Supernatural and chill. I'm going to get a little more comfortable. I've got the heater running back here, so it feels really good back here right now. I'm sure in a few, these guys are going to go running around and everything. Grable went underneath the bed when we started driving, but I'll let you have a little check-in on the cats. Now that I can move the TV over the bottom of the bed, since I got that longer HDMI cable today, Waddles likes to sleep underneath the TV. Happy takes her usual spot in the corner. That's usually the warmest spot when the electric blanket's on. It's not on right now, but that's like her spot. Waddles will try to steal every once in a while, but it doesn't go well for him. BMO is sleeping right here, or was. Usually once I crawl into the bed, on one leg I have a BMO and a Grable, which is fine, but they're not the lightest things in the world anymore, so I get a little bit of a leg cramp halfway through the night. But I am really enjoying watching my Supernatural box set today. It's Blu-ray, so the picture is fantastic on this TV with my little Blu-ray player. Well, I'm not using any data, and since I've got a 12-volt plugged in for the TV, and even the power on the actual DVD player doesn't pull that much power, so we're doing really good. So it's just been fun sitting and binge watching. These are the seasons that I didn't get to see every episode of. So we're in the part that's pretty much new to me as far as watching every episode. And probably about one disc away from being in episodes I haven't seen at all. So it's a fun time. It's nice to just sit back, hang out with the cats. They take turns coming to see me. And that home-cooked fried rice that I made with an egg roll was delicious. I've got my snacks that I got from Dollar Tree a few days ago, so I had some Wily Wallabies. If I feel snacky, depends on how late I stay up, but I've got popcorn and some chips. So it's a good day. So I guess it's time to say it, right? I've had a really good day. I hope you did as well. And until next time, this is your old pal, Hannibal signing off.